Hey guys, Clumsy here, and welcome back to ATS, and welcome back to our modded profile. Now that Washington DLC has been officially released, hopefully you guys have gotten your copies and are enjoying it, and that means I can go back to having mods again. So now we are in my fully modded profile. And if you look at the map, that means everything is unexplored again. So we'll have to do that all over again, but that's fine. We'll get to it. Anyway, we are currently in Spokane because in the previous stream, that's where we ended. So I bought a garage there. I used the fancy new feature of the remote garage purchase over here, where you can buy any garage available and then you can teleport to it using the existing travel function of the garage, like so, like that one. Yeah, but I found a nice job. 24 tons of metal coils from Steeler all the way to the Darwing factory in Everett, the one where we explored last time we dropped by. This time we're really doing a job now, although it is urgent and I think I will be late because I'm planning a reroute. I'm not planning this fastest route, I'm planning a detour because you guys told me this route from Omak to Bellingham, was it? Or to Everett? Omak to Everett was very nice. I think this was Highway 20 or something like that. US 20. We'll have a look anyway. Okay, so we'll take that.
The American people are counting on you to drive. Let's go.
And everybody welcome Morgan Freeman. We found the voice pack over at the Steam Workshop. I've heard quite good things about it, so let's give it a spin. And I'm happy to have a modded profile again so I can play around with the voice packs. A couple of new things coming out. Kevin Hart, Grand Tour guys, Google Maps navigation. By the way, speaking of Google Maps, I have the Google Maps GPS again enabled because Sinagrit Baba has updated it for 1.35. And of course we have Natural Lux, the graphics mod, which is responsible for the very vibrant, very realistic tint. Feels super hot here. Feels very real. And the beautiful skyboxes, as we will see later. Natural Lux is also the one responsible for that hanging CG
Keep left.
logo.
Hand pin, turn left.
Sure thing, Mr. Freeman. That hanging icon there, that
Turn
hanging
left.
toy there, that is also part of Natural Lux and I absolutely love it. The semi-transparent finish of that material is so good. And you might have heard the indicators are very snappy. The switches, that one, that one is thanks to Sound Fixes mod by Drive Safely. And yes, I'm happy to be back in my modded profile. Vanilla is great, but modded is greater. Yeah, and I'm sure you guys know what I mean if you have modded profiles yourselves. Although I admit some
Continue
people
straight.
are very adamant on playing in vanilla, and I completely understand. They want the stability that vanilla offers, and they don't want to fiddle around with mods and risk having their game crashing and whatnot. And that's the price we have to pay for playing in modded. We have to tinker around with the profiles more, make sure that it's stable,
Keep left. Hand pin, turn left.
do the adjustments whenever there's an update, and
Turn
be
left.
very adamant, be very cautious about these things, making sure they are working. The good news is, since 1.35 has officially released as well, lots of updates have come out. Most of the mods that are our favorites have been updated, like the Google Maps. This truck for the Volvo VNR by Galimim. Not sure if I told you guys about that yet. Beautiful truck, updated now for 1.35. I think there is a bug though with this largest cab. If you try and pick the roof fairings, the game will crash. I think it's still unconverted textures or something, not compatible
In
with 1.35.
0.1 miles, turn left.
0.1 mile, wow.
Turn left.
How
Hand
accurate that
pin,
is.
turn left.
It even uses miles, huh? Mr. Freeman, I like you already. I am liking this voice pack so far. Let's see how it goes moving forward.
You've arrived. It's
Thank
been
you.
my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
That is amazing. I wonder where they got this voice pack from. One of the GPS devices, I guess. But that is super cool. Alright. Metal coil, 24 tons. That's the one. Rocky Mountain double. Well, I like the sound of that one. We don't have that often. But it's nice to see that it's actually legal here in Washington. Oh my goodness, we're not really built for heavy cargo, but we'll do our best. So I am using Galimim's improved Volvo VNR. I think the original model was from Frank Peru, and I remember testing out this truck before. It was a bit laggy because Frank Peru's mods, as you guys might know, very notorious for being very frame heavy. But Galimim is able to counteract most of that, and he has improved the mod 100 times, and he has optimized it, made the correct assignments, removed the unnecessary stuff, so he streamlined it. And now, thanks also to 1.35 in DirectX 11, it is much more smooth when driving with this truck. And so even though it still has a lot of polygons, a lot of triangles, I think the engine is able to handle it more, and we don't get that much of a frame hit. So I think that is a very nice move from SCS. Switching to DirectX 11 really improved a ton of stuff. Actually, I forgot to enable it, but we should do that. Ooh, train. We should do that in the next episode. I saw that SIP also updated his real traffic density mod. I really like that. Maybe we can try that next time. I'm not sure if it's stable yet with Washington, so I'll wait a couple of days. Because as I'm recording this, Washington hasn't full... Am I actually connecting to the right spot? Yes, I am, right? Yes, I am. So I'm not sure if the truck is working with advanced coupling.
I may be the Vice President of America, but you're the president of this car, and it's time to take action.
Love it. Mr. Morgan Freeman in the virtual flesh. I'm a bit scared how we can turn with this kind of load. I'm thinking it will hit that side, that spoiler. Yeah, looks like we should have removed those fairings, and I don't know. It seems a bit too close for comfort, doesn't it? My goodness, I think we have a too short chassis for this. Look at how close that is. Centimeters away. How about through here? Maybe we'll have to upgrade, I don't know. I can pick a longer chassis. That might be safer. Okay, let's do that. I'm a bit scared with this kind of setup. So let's go to the map. Let's go and stop by one of the mechanics. There you go. You can explore that area as well. And then we can detour. So we can go through there. 2, 3. There we go. Perfect. So we discover that dealer. We pass through Omak. Pass through, this is the one. This is not US 20, this is a State Highway 20. Yeah, on to Everett. Perfect. Yes, and then we deliver to Darwin. Exactly. We skip Bellingham in the meantime, but I think that's okay. I'm not sure how safe that is for a Rocky Mountain double though, but I mean...
The Secret Service has your back, and so do I. Let's go.
Love the lines. Very varied. Secret Service, huh? Is that what they call you guys watching this video? But yeah, I'm happy to be back in my modded profile, definitely. The vanilla profile gives you a nice taste of what's there by default. and the modded stuff makes everything just a lot better, even better than the vanilla. Not to take anything away from SCS, but SCS has a responsibility to make their game compatible with most of the available rigs. So it has to be a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. But if you have a more powerful PC... Oh, rip, stop sign! Where the heck did that come from?
In 0.1 miles, turn right, turn right.
But yeah, SCS has a responsibility to make it a one-size-fits-all, so that most of the folks will be able to play. But if you have a stronger rig, a more powerful rig, then mods are your best friend because they can increase the graphics at the cost of performance. Performance which should not be a problem if you have a more powerful PC. Speaking of powerful, very powerful truck we have. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I'm using the ISX engines, by the way.
Continue straight.
Volvo engines that come with this truck as well. Not such a fan of the sounds. They're a bit too quiet for me. I much prefer the boom, the roar of these engines. Not too loud that you get deaf, but just enough to make you feel that you're really hauling a massive vehicle. Okay, should be somewhere here.
Continue straight.
Continue straight, okay. Okay, M. How should we call this guy? Morgan Freeman. Mr. M. Where
Keep right.
is it?
And then turn right.
No. You're leading me away. The mechanic is right here. Okay. You have to be a bit vigilant here. Cannot fully rely on the voice navigation. That's fine. We'll find a way. Alright. Where is it? Based on the icon, it should be at the back there. Nice rest area here. There we go. Very different looking prefab. I like. I'm super excited for P16 to finish his real 3D company logos, so we can replace the gas stations, the companies with their real name counterparts. Okay, that is fixed, that is good. Now what we can do is we can get a longer chassis, if it will allow us at least. So there is a 202, what measure is that? Feet? Is that too large? Maybe inches? That's 228. That's the one I think which fits us. Yeah, because this one is a bit too tight. That one is just enough. Alright, and then we can keep the fairings here. So the bug that I was telling you about, don't do this, okay? Don't continue. That one, the roof fairings on the largest cab, on this cab, the 640. If you click that, the game will crash. So don't do it. Don't do it. But yeah, okay, there you go. That is fine there. Will it be connected? Okay, that looks much better. Yes. Is there no like sideguard or something? What do you call these things? Looks a bit empty from this angle. Let's do that one more time. Let's just check. I'm using automatic transmission as well. I'm guessing in reality this truck is fully automatic. And I'm using the adaptive automatic economy mode. What was I going to try? I'm just going to look for a thing to cover this one. Not really existing. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh yeah, and the engine, just to show you. That's the one. X15 efficiency 450 Cummins. I guess an ISX? Probably. I'm not sure actually. You guys let me know, okay? As you might probably know, I am pretty clueless when it comes to hardware stuff. The best I can do is change the tire, maybe, if that. Okay, that should be okay. Let's double check. I can zoom out again. Alright, that's the right path. Let's turn through here. Oh, yo, bro. What the heck? It's nice that you have that kind of logic, but it's not nice that you actually turn into my spot. Now, as a consequence,
and then turn right.
I think. Okay, there we go. He leaves.
Turn right.
And then he stops again. He's scared. Okay, there. That's where he's going. All right, I gotcha. But it's nice what they're doing here. They're making the AI actually more interactive. Did that car just float on the highway? No, it just seemed like they. Okay, good. Right. Turn right here. Yes. As Mr. Freeman so eloquently verbalized. Man, Morgan Freeman can make anything sound good, right? His voice is just so cool. Oh, that's a bit heavy. I don't think I want to look at my fuel consumption here, but that's fine. We'll find a way. We'll make it through. So we should be turning right, I believe. Actually, with the voice navigation, you can actually even turn off the GPS totally, like so. But then we'll have to trust the Mr. Freeman with our lives.
Keep right, and then exit right.
But it's not so bad, is it? I think I like it. Who's
exit right.
Which voice pack are you using right now, guys, in your profiles if you're playing? Which is your favorite? I think so far this is my favorite in both ETS2 and the ATS. What is that? Wrong way. Ah, I see. Okay.
Continue straight.
Is this the right one? Did I do the right thing? Okay, I did. Alright, let's close that again. Little Shepherd's Inn. I've seen that as well in one other city. That must be a pretty famous fictional hotel here. I wonder if that stands for anything in real life. Because some of the brands here are very obviously based on their real life counterparts, like Chevron. And you guys told me Global Mills is actually based on General Mills, is it? The cereal maker? What else, I wonder?
Continue straight.
Trent Avenue. Comes with the brand new traffic lights as well, with a yellow border. Spokane Convention Center. Is that a fish? It's actually a very nice sculpture, huh? Very artistic. Like a fish jumping out of the water. Same with that. Fish swimming. Is Spokane known, like, I don't know, is the fish industry big here? Or is that just coincidental? Oh, nice. I'll have to find somewhere to take a photo. This truck is absolutely amazing.
Straight.
And look at that, very timely. We should have bought the Volvo from here. That would have been so cool. Yeah, I really like this truck because it's a very detailed model. And yet the performance is now still silky smooth, even with the millions of triangles in this model. I even have the small side mirrors in front and it's still super good. That's amazing. That house up there is actually pretty nice. Wonder if that's like a hotel or something. Okay, alright. Oh, that looks pretty cool as well. So many new assets here. I can imagine our modders, our modding community, jumping with joy at all these new buildings that they can use for their maps. Are we going straight? Can I trust you? Okay, we are. You know what? I'll keep that open just so we have a failsafe. You know, as with we need redundancies in case one thing fails. It's just like in a plane. You cannot fully rely on only a single system. Looking good. Yeah, this part we haven't been to when we were streaming. Thank you, by the way, for everyone who joined the stream, and thank you for everyone who watched the stream. Hope you guys had as much fun as I did. But yeah, it's amazing. I mean, Washington has been such a treat so far, and I'm excited to see what else we'll get to explore. I'm particularly interested in the Grand Coulee light show. Apparently there is something like that, but I think it's a bit random. I think it's a bit challenging to make appear. So we'll have to... Ooh. Train, nice. We'll have to see wherein we can drop by, and it has to be at night. I think in reality, the light show happens at 10 p.m, as Alex told us. But I'm not sure if it's every night. And here in ATS, I think it's a bit random. So we'll have to look. Also, I'm recording this a day in advance when Washington hasn't fully released yet. But this will come out when Washington has released. So there's a bit of delay there. And maybe, well, there are rumors that there is a DLC coming out. By now, it probably has been announced already. Like, on top, in addition of Washington DLC, they say there's one more that's coming out. And people have been thinking it's about the logging trailers, maybe some own trailers, some logging specific cargo, because there is a large logging industry here in Washington and as well in Oregon, I believe, right? So that will be very cool. I'm excited to see what it is. And if you guys have heard news about it, if you guys have seen it, if you guys have purchased it, you let me know how you like it. Who knows, maybe it's not about logging, but the evidence suggests it's pretty much, yeah, it should be logging. We'll see. Well, you guys might have seen already. This is a very nice like countryside road looking thing. So many things happening on the sides. You could just sightsee the whole day, huh? Farms, forests, and all these things just add up. As I always say, and all those very detailed signs really help. 35, please. There you go, perfect. And there's actually a roundabout here. Entering Colville. There we go, Colville discovered. Yeah, everything just adds up and results into this one cohesive picture that looks so real. So thank you, SCS, for the amazing work again. Granted, not everyone is happy. I can't remember the name, but there was a commenter who was not pretty happy with SCS, and I completely understand the sentiments. Some people are looking for gameplay updates more than just the map updates. I say just, but I know it's a very tedious process. It involves a lot of research, involves tons of work. Maybe hundreds of people. I don't know how many people are involved here. But some people are not happy with increasing map Some people would like SCS to focus on the gameplay. And I understand because people are looking for additional things. Me personally, I'm looking for multi-drops. But yeah, we're not getting as many gameplay updates. We're getting more map updates. So I understand why some people are frustrated. With that said though, everything has been
Continue straight.
just amazing so far. SCS has been adding so much free content with regard to gameplay updates. I mean, if you compare when the ATS first released, compare it to now, so many things have been added. Improved physics, trailer configs, cargo markets. Yeah, they're really stepping it up bit by bit. They just cannot move as fast as how people are wishing for stuff. So that's a bit of a sad thing there. But I mean, yeah, I guess you just cannot please everybody. The good thing is, you know you're doing a good job. But yeah, for sure there's always room for improvement, but I think given the current things that SCS has come out with, I do not have any complaints personally. I would prefer it to release, they would release content faster, but I mean, with this amount of detail, I don't think you can rush it that much anymore. If you rush it, you risk coming out with a mediocre product. Man, tons of roundabouts here. Wait, Mr. Freeman has been pretty quiet. You should have exited here. Oh, I don't think he knows much about are we going to hit the sign? Nah, I don't think Mr. Freeman knows how to drive in roundabouts either. So he just kept quiet. Goodness, that was a bit dangerous. Okay, we zoom out again. And we are now in, how do you call this road? 20. Washington 20. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the trip. Hopefully you've been doing that since the start of the episode, but just in case you forgot. So what other updates have you guys seen? What other updates have you guys seen in the mod space? How are you enjoying Washington? I'm sure some people have explored the entire map already. Some people are so hardcore. And I cannot fault them at all. I'm also really excited to see the animating bridges. Oh my goodness, speaking of bridges. What is this? Columbia River. Ooh, the Columbia River goes
In
up to here.
0.1 miles, turn left.
Turn left. Where? 0.1 mile?
Turn left.
I don't think that's 0.1 mile at all, to be honest. And because of that, I actually forgot to take a photo. Dang it. Well, I'll take a photo later. You do a quick save here. That's fine. So yes, I'm excited to see the animated stuff. We've seen some very interesting things from the trailer. And I've seen one shot where they actually have those like, how do you call them again? Rotating bridges. Thank you, by the way, guys, for commenting and teaching me all about these things. Really learning a lot. I mean, I'm super clueless. I'm just this super clueless Asian guy. This is how clueless I am. I did not even know that Washington and Washington DC are different places. Like, I thought when you say Washington, it's just a shorthand of Washington DC. But when Washington was like a few months from coming out, and SCS started releasing, or when they started hinting at Washington, I was like, okay, so Washington, is it that in the east? Apparently that's Washington DC. So yeah, you can see how clueless I was, and now just a bit less clueless than before, but pretty significantly less, thanks to all your comments and all the things you you help teach me. I'll try to remember them, but I cannot promise. Goodness, our truck is really having a hard time now. Also, does it work? Okay, the pushback does work. Not pushback. Push down. The push down function of this adaptive transmission does work. But I'm not so sure if this is the right transmission to use, because I mean, with this kind of load, I don't think we can afford to have like economy mode only. But we can try. Look how smooth that is. And I took a look at the triangle count here for the Volvo VNR. It's like, I can't find an exact number, 5 to 10 times more triangles than the default truck. Something along those lines. Don't take my word for it though, but it's dramatically more. So that means it is a more complex object, and normally that would mean lower frame rate. But we've barely gotten any frame drops at all through this entire episode, and that is just amazing how optimized SCS is making this game. They're X11 for the win. I'm looking forward to see what they will be coming up with afterwards. What is this guy doing? Maybe peeing on the side of the road. Bio brake. What's the speed limit here? 55, okay. I haven't heard Mr. Morgan Freeman for quite some time. He might have gotten sleepy with my voice. Or maybe I drive too slow. 35, yeah, we should be good. Just cruise along here. There you go. Yeah, this truck handles pretty well. Very smooth, very stable, very modern feel. I like it. I also saw that in the Steam Workshop, Harvin has been hard at work, and he has been updating his Mac R series and the Freightliner FLP to be compatible with 1.35 now, so you guys can go back to those if those are your favorite trucks. I know a couple of people have them as their favorites. My goodness, this just looks so beautiful, doesn't it? With all the trees, this picture I like much better than the deserty area. But then again, in reality, you have both here in Washington. So sometimes you go through the deserty parts, but more often than not, I think. What is that? Quite interesting what that is. Looks like a rest area of some sorts. But yeah, more often than not, you could go through something like this, which is just amazing. Yeah, I love these kinds of sceneries. You can almost smell the pine tree. And that is assuming that there are pine trees here. You know, that's also one thing I'm clueless about. Trees, vegetation. Do not know how to distinguish which trees are which. I know what a tree is. Just don't tell me what kind it is. Just don't ask me what kind it is. Oh man, this just looks so good, doesn't it? It does feel a bit empty though. We do have some cars behind us, but not as many. I would expect a couple of cars coming up ahead there. Also, there was some pop in there if you guys saw. Some stones appearing out of nowhere. That's fine. There you go. Minor things. Yeah, that's the view distance limitation that SCS has. They found a way around it, but it's a very tedious process to make everything work like that. So yeah, maybe we'll see. Maybe in the future they'll find a way around it. Man, look at those textures. Very nice. Yeah, for next episode, I think what we'll do is we'll enable SIP's traffic density, or if that's not stable by then, but it should be stable as of now, at least, because 1.35 is already compatible. That's nice. We can always use G traffic, although it's much less more realistic, much less realistic than SIPs.
Police ahead. Security must be on high alert today.
Is that for real?
In 0.1 miles, turn left.
How does it even detect that? It does look like it, because there's a blinking thing there.
Turn left.
It's true. Was that a lucky thing? Or is that real? That is amazing GPS stuff. Why is the police officer very mad? Looks like he's scolding the truck driver. Good thing he's scolding that guy, otherwise he would be scolding us, because I kind of stopped beyond the line there and made a bit of a sudden stop actually. My bad. So we'll probably be a bit late on this job. Yeah, 5 hours left, 4 hours on the remaining time, so we will be late. But the good thing is we'll be able to test out the Sound Fixes add-on by Natural Lux. So Natural Lux has its own ringtones when you're late. You know how it is when you're late and you have Sound Fixes mod that you hear that Nokia ringtone. So Natural Lux adds on top of that, adds additional ringtones with the vibrations and all that stuff. But I haven't actually heard it in-game because apparently I've been having the wrong load order. But now I corrected it, so hopefully it works this time. I think I've corrected it. We'll see. We'll hear it pretty soon. So that's the silver lining of being late. But and also with this kind of view, how can you fault it, right? How can you rush with this kind of beautiful view outside? Can we stop through here? Entering Omak. Is that the right route? Yes, I think it is. And it's quite interesting that we pass through a city, but the speed limit here is 50 miles. Usually it's around 30. Maybe it depends. Yeah, maybe this is not as residential.
In 0.1 miles, turn right.
Turn right, huh? Okay, I'll listen.
Turn right.
Bus loop 97. Oh, actually, oh man. Yeah, I haven't. Why did it? Shouldn't we be able to turn right on red? Maybe I forgot to turn on my red signal. Maybe I turned it on a bit late, so it kind of got me the penalty. And I just noticed that I actually have P16's old version of the latest version, which is already old, of the 3D company logos, because we have some Texaco stuff here. We have some Whole Foods stuff here. Yeah, pretty cool. So some of them were reused apparently here in Washington. Nice. Morgan Freeman didn't detect the police guy this time. Also, is that a random event? I think so, huh? Or is it fixed? Because it seemed like they were actually on the gas station and that doesn't happen. Usually the random events only spawn in the road.
Keep right, and then continue straight.
Okay. Oh, that one, Texaco.
Continue straight.
Will do. Man, this city looks so good, doesn't it? So many details. Now this feels like a city. Or should it be more accurate as a town? Doesn't feel like the skyscraper kind of feel like New York. Feels more like a homey kind of vibe, if you get what I mean. Omak. Does anyone know any details about this place? Looks pretty homey. Looks pretty welcoming. Just from the buildings. Man. This is nice, I like it. Also, there are a couple of special transport jobs available. I think 3 routes available right now. One in Spokane, one in Seattle, and one in Everett maybe? I can't remember. But there were 3 I saw from the email. So we'll probably try those at one point. Maybe in the next episode, who knows? We'll see. But I might need to upgrade my truck. I might need to get the bigger guns, if that's the case. Yeah, we can always upgrade this one. We'll see how it goes, okay? I like the textures on the road as well. Those cracks make everything just look more realistic, not too perfect. And yeah, we have transitioned yet again from a very, how to say, forestry area. Now we're switching to the farms, plains and whatnot. Shrubs, bushes. Are those apple orchards? I know the term now. Is this where you get your Washington apples? Because I think it's true, right? Washington apples really are from Washington. And yeah, I've always thought, because of that misconception I had before, as I mentioned, that Washington apples come from Washington, D.C. Apparently not. Goodness. Goodness with the names. If you're an outsider like me, you'd be terribly confused with these places. Like, there's a Vancouver here in Washington, and further up north there's a Vancouver again, but now in Canada. Just like in Oregon, there was a what place was that to the east of Oregon, and then there's a same place like that in Canada. Oh my goodness, those mountains look so good. I'm not sure now which screenshot I'm taking, because that just looks so good. I think I'll be taking this one. I'm not sure. I'll decide later. Goodness. Are those do those mountains have any names? Maybe that's the but I don't think it's in the right place. We were looking for Mount Rainier, I think, last time. It should be around southeast of Everett. I forgot. But maybe that one, that tall one there with the slight snow caps.
Continue straight.
Not really sure, but man, that looks beautiful. This is just giving me goosebumps all over. Driving through this kind of view. Love it. This is absolutely amazing. I think it was it Silver who told me about this road. 20 East. Well, 20. Highway 20 from Omak to Everett, I think, as he said. Thank you for this recommendation. I really love it. And then maybe next episode we will focus on logging, because yeah, the DLC might be, the secret DLC might be logging oriented. So we can focus on that and check out the logging industries here. Although if you watch the stream, you might probably know we had a taste of how the logging industry looks. It's pretty dangerous in terms of incline, the slope, because we almost got stuck at one point, and we were carrying a, what was it, an asphalt miller or something, a milling machine. So it was quite humongous trailer, quite heavy, and the truck was not really that powerful. Oh, that looks so good from here. Goodness. So hard to find an angle, because every angle looks so good. Okay, I'm hearing some ringtones. I'm not sure if that's the one exactly from Sound Fixes. It might be. Or if that's the one from Natural Lux already. I don't really know. But it does sound like the same from Sound Fixes. Maybe later the ringtone will change. Oh crap, it's heavy. We might need to kick down here. Kick down for the win. There we go. Kick down function enabled. We need all the strength we get. And for those who are not familiar with the kick down, so some of the guys taught me about this function. Apparently there is a switch near the gas pedal for trucks, and you can somehow engage that, and what it will do is it will lower the gear so you have maximum revs, and that will give you the maximum torque available. So it's best used for slopey situations like this. Even though it's not very fuel efficient, it gets you where you need to go ultimately. So it's a winner. Oh my goodness, that looks so good. I think we have a winner here. Yes, that is where I'll be taking the photo later. You know what? Let's take the photo now. Why not? Why not? With that kind of view, I'm sure you guys won't mind if I take a photo, right? Yeah, that's the one. Oh, we're a bit. There's a bit of a shadow on the mountain. It's not as. Yeah, the truck is getting blocked a bit. Yeah, well, I'll take a photo now and then I'll take a photo later. Goodness, that's good. Yeah. That looks so natural, doesn't it? Doesn't look like just a triangle. It's much more complicated looking now. And the textures look so real, even with the trees up top. Couple that with the clouds merging with those mountain tops. My goodness, beautiful. This is a completely different look now. I mean, I was expecting, I knew we were going through a mountain pass with how the road looked here from the map, but I had no clue that we were going through something this magnificent. This is just breathtaking, awe-inspiring, and all the beautiful adjectives that you can imagine. Washington Pass elevation 5477 feet. Man, that's a bit high, huh? Wow, that's almost as high as what, Albuquerque? I think Albuquerque airport is a bit on the 5,000 feet range. High elevation. But I can't remember what the elevation is for Seattle Tacoma International. It's probably a lot lower, so that means this is really quite a steep elevation from the usual height in Washington. Mountain pass for the win, and look at that beautiful sunset right there. Oh yeah. Thank you, Natural Lux. That is amazing. Are we speeding? No, we're good. 60 miles per hour is the limit. We'll need some help from Jake brakes though, because this is getting really steep. Okay, there you go. And yes, if I look at the GPS, the map up ahead, looks like we'll be approaching some very dangerous turns. 50 zone ahead. What does that mean? 50 miles? Diablo Lake Overlook. Ooh. What is that all about? Let's take a detour. As if we weren't late enough already. Sightseeing first, job later. Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah. Even though we'll be climbing the curb here, I don't mind. The view is worth it. view, guys. Oh my goodness. Was that thumbnail worthy or what? Let's take another shot here, okay? And then no more photos. I'll try my best not to. But yeah, that's the risk you take when you go through these scenic routes. How can you not take photos? Let's make that a bit wider. Go up higher. And with natural lux, we can now go as high as we want. Not limited by the camera anymore. Oh, that looks so good. Move the blur as well. I don't think I like the blur at all. Perfect. 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 I'm happy. Okay. Oi, it's raining. Where did that come from? Alright. Nice. Multiple wiper options as well. With the Volvo VNR update. Thank you, Kalimim. Seems like the raindrops look very much realistic as well. I'm not sure if it's with the truck or with natural lux. Maybe both? Not so sure. I'm almost there. Not really. Not really, but you get the point. Okay, so where are we headed now? I think we should be turning right. Right and right, I think. Yeah, I think so. Now the thing is, I can't see anything from there, so I'm hoping we don't hit anything. I'll get as much allowance from this side, and then I'll turn like so. Hopefully that's enough. Seems like it. So far so good. And yeah, Mr. Morgan Freeman has completely left us. I think he said something along the lines of, if you don't care that you make it on time, then I don't care about you at all. Just went up and left. I think he liked, maybe he liked the view so much. Got left behind already. Look at the physics for the raindrops. Very nice, isn't it? Very nice. Oh yeah. This is a very nice view. Creek something. There was a sign there. And there's a fallen tree, looks like. And it's getting dark. Wow. Bright lights? Anyone? That's not even the high beams yet. Wowzers. This is intense. And I am lagging. It's, I think, because of the lights. Yeah, the lights are pretty hardcore, I think. No, not anymore. Maybe it was the place. Yeah, maybe it just so happened. Okay, cool. So now it's night driving in a very scary area where some bears or some stuff might appear out of nowhere. Getting a bit scared. This is something like a scene from the horror movie now. But if that sign is any indication, we should be nearby. Oh crap. Slow down. Slow down.
In 0.1 miles, turn left.
And he's back. He just took a break.
Turn left.
What do you mean turn left? Oh yeah, turn left. That is true. I should trust him more. Oh, look at that lighting. Very nice, huh? See? How the light reflects on the tunnel like that. How it shines on the tunnel. Very nice. good. Almost there. How far? 100 miles. Okay. So that is the wrong kind of indication again. What is this? Whoa. Actually see under, and there's a waterfall right there on the right. Goodness, I wish it was daytime. Would have been nice to see what this looked like. Super cool. Turn on lights. You think? Yeah, look at the lighting. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, slow it down here.
In 0.1 miles, turn right.
Will do. So let's slow down here.
Turn right.
There we go. Thank goodness there was no car on the opposite lane. Because this trailer just would not stop. Does not want to stop at all. Also, for some reason, I don't know why, maybe it's because I enjoy the place so much and I slow down a lot, but it seems like the places here take longer. Like if it says 300 miles, normally 300 miles would not be that long, but here we've been driving for almost an hour. Yeah, maybe I'm enjoying the place so much. Yeah, look at that, only 30 miles. That's probably the reason right there. That looks good. So I'll probably do a silent trucking episode as well. Maybe with the same truck and with Mr. Morgan Freeman with the voicing. A couple of you guys requested an episode like that. An episode with voice navigation, so I'm happy to oblige. I think Morgan Freeman is as well, and I kind of like his voice. Very calming, very engaging, and you'll be inclined to believe him. He gives off that credible aura. I mean, it's Morgan Freeman. How could you not believe him? Look at the raindrops there. So good, right? So good. Yeah. And thank goodness for these high beams as well. Otherwise, we would not be able to see anything. Although the reflections are kind of cool. Yeah, they're very useful. Cool. I'll take that. Yeah, we can go high beams. Not a lot of folks on the road though. Yeah, I'll probably enable SIP's traffic mod. But I'm guessing he has to also change some stuff for here in Washington once he gets his hands on it. There might be some stuff there. Sorry, my bad. That's fine. This place actually looks familiar to me now. Not because I've been here, but because of this kind of aura, you know, driving at night, trees to your left and right, pitch black, you can almost see nothing, and raining. Yeah, brings back some interesting memories. By the way, I wasn't able to do Q&A, sorry about that. I was planning to do some Q&A today, but with all the sightseeing and all the updates, skip through it. Don't worry, we'll do that next time. Once things settle down a bit. Half a mile would be the junction, turning to I-5 South, which is where we're headed. I love these signs.
Keep right.
Keep right, yeah, makes sense because there is a left turn here. South would be going to Seattle. Perfect. Please go green. Okay, he doesn't want to. Normally the best thing to do would be to slow down. So by the time you reach this point, it would be green, so you don't have to go full stop. And these yellow highlights actually are pretty good, huh? They're perfect for nighttime. In the daylight, they're not really that useful. You kind of see them, kind of notice that they have yellow highlight, but it's not really necessary. But at night, yeah, the reflections really help a lot. It would be impossible to ignore the traffic lights.
Keep left and pin, turn left.
Roger that. Keep left and then turn left.
Turn left.
Once the green man gives us the signal. Although you don't have the green man here, do you? The green man, I think, is in Europe and in Asia. The one I'm referring to is the pedestrian lane, the walkway, when it's safe to cross. There would be a green man in other countries, but I think here in the US it's a white man. You were watching a couple of comedy shows on Netflix. I can't remember if it was Trevor Noah or someone, but yeah, there was something about along those lines. But white men in general, you always trust the white man. Somehow it's not as funny when I tell it. Let's forget that happened. Not a natural born joker, unfortunately. We're now on I-5, I think. Supposedly. It's very dark though. I'm not so sure. Yeah, we probably passed some signs though, but I just forgot about them. Covenant Transport. Is that a new company? Or is that from Sizzle's trailer pack? I can't remember if I removed his mod. Let's go a bit faster on the wipers. Yeah, that will be more in tune with the kind of weather we have. But yeah, this will probably be the truck for the silent trucking, and Morgan Freeman will be the voice. I think I like the sound of that. And it's a shame that we're late, and it's a shame that we're delivering this at night, because I would have wanted to see the Everett Darwin plant one more time. Well, maybe we can start from there in the next in silent trucking episode. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so it's 60 miles all throughout. Let me speed up a little. I think I'm still a bit hesitant to speed up because I'm not used to the road network. Entering Everett. There we go. Should be almost here. Maybe next exit. What does Morgan Freeman say? No, not yet next exit. Fine. Yeah, look at that. Not a lot of folks here. I think they toned down the traffic because it's getting quite laggy otherwise. Because there are many objects in here. And yeah, if they add more cars, it might not be smooth anymore. So they sacrifice the number of cars for the smoothness of the entire landscape.
Exit right.
Which makes a lot of sense. But we'll try it anyway with Zip's mod.
Exit right.
Maybe in the silent trucking I'll do that. I'll enable his mod and hope that it's stable. There we are. The Darwin plant is on our right. Should be seeing it pretty soon. I remember we went here already. Just looked around during the first preview of the Washington video. Right lane must exit. No, that's not us.
Keep left.
Thank you. Are those the 737s we're looking for? Where are they? There they are. There they are. Nice. Darwin. P16, please make that into a Boeing. That would be so cool, huh? So next up, Darwin receiving. Yeah, that's us probably.
Keep right. And then exit right.
Gotcha.
Exit right.
There we go. That was smooth. Darwin receiving it is. Is that the biggest plant, the biggest building? How do you... the biggest something? Someone told me you could
Keep
fit
right.
in how many Empire State Buildings in there? I don't know, 6? That's what you guys told me, or at least that's what I remember. Probably remember the wrong thing though. I wonder what that road was for, if you could go through there instead. It looks like the sound mod from Natural Luck isn't working. Looks like it's Drive Safely sound fix is always playing. Maybe I still haven't done it correctly. I don't know. There's something I'm missing. This is us. Trucks only. That's us. And enter from here. Yeah, we entered through here last time as well. But this time we're actually delivering something. Check. Yeah. These are the metal coils you're looking for. I wonder what this will be for. I doubt that it'll be used for planes. They seem too heavy for planes. Okay, but anyway, we deliver this somewhere on the left. So that's what the GPS says. Darwin. There we go, that's the one. Should be pretty straightforward parking. Easy does it. Yeah, it looks like a very large receiving area here for all the parts that they would need to assemble those planes. Hello? There we go, thank you. Let's turn off the wipers. Beautiful sounds. Let's deliver this. Late. Steel wings. Nice. How much are we going to earn? Nada. That's the price you have to pay when you take on a job, an urgent delivery, and you are late for even just 4 hours. Well, with the sights we've seen, I'll take that. I'll gladly take that. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Let's charge that to our own experience, but zero experience in-game at least. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Please don't forget, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, comment and share with your friends, right? Really helps a lot, so please do so. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and Clumsy trucking, everybody. Bye-bye. Catch you in the next one.